Aries, how you doing? Let's jump right in and see what the issue is that you are facing in February. Thank you. Princess of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, staying grounded, seeing things as they are. Yeah, she's studying that pentacle, right? She's studying that ace. I'm hearing too good to be true as well. Interesting. Let's see. Ace of Cups here, flying out with a bang. Are things too good to be true? Are we allowing ourselves to kind of settle into something here, right? Capitalize on whatever this Ace of Cup opportunity is, right? Judgment here. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Plotting our way forward for sure. And choosing connection, choosing it feels like optimism over whatever that bullying energy is, right? So studying that ace, studying our ground, right? Where we are, being grounded in order to weed out the negativity. That's really quite lovely there. Let's get some more clarifiers for Aries on this issue, please. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is in the shadow here, and it needed to come out. So working hard at this, right? Being very practical here, staying in the moment, not letting your thoughts be scattered or run off, get away with you here. Yeah. Seeing that devil energy, right? Looking the devil in the eye, facing our demons, and having an understanding that of what they are so that we can start dismissing them, right? Piece by piece. Temperance, yeah, trying to find that balance, trying to find that harmony there, especially with that Eight of Cups, right? Leaning into that emotion, leaning into that optimism, and really trying to stay there. What else for Aries here? Hanged Man. That's, yeah, stay there, right? Focus on staying in that good place of connection, vulnerability, even for some of you, Aries, okay? With the world, some major thing is changing here, right? This kind of, this devil, right? We're closing the door on this devil energy. We're closing the door on what no longer fits for you in February, okay? What shouldn't Aries be doing here? Three of Wands. Huh. Interesting. Typically with the Three of Wands, we focus on, or there's this idea of being open, right? Timing, that now is the right time. I'm getting hesitation when I see this card. So kind of the opposite of what that Three of Wands typically speaks to here. We're not waiting for any right time. Now is the right time with that Chariot energy. You are a driving force. I say that time and time again with you, Aries. You are the cardinal sign of cardinal signs. The tarot, the zodiac starts with you, rather. So really being your catalyst to move yourself forward here, right? With that Chariot energy. King of Swords. I feel like we're challenging that king. Putting some aspects of what we used to believe or what we used to tell ourselves as a motivator, right? Push harder, push faster, push more. Perhaps even these ideas of you're not good enough. You need to like motivating from a bit of a negative headspace here. Instead of positive reinforcement, the opposite of that. Part of that we need to put to rest a little bit, Aries, right? And it feels like there's no more waiting for the time to be right for that to happen. We need to start making that happen now. Right? The conditions will never be perfect for this, right? Page of Cups showing up in the reverse. I'm wondering if somebody is popping up here as a bit of a trickster trying to keep you from doing this, or a situation, could be a situation as well, trying to keep you where you are, keep you in that kind of negative reinforcement mindset here, Aries. Or it could even be you kind of challenging yourself, right? And you fighting against that headspace, this idea of and Scorpio kind of had this as well, like, we don't deserve nice things, we're not worthy enough, we have to work harder, we have to work faster, smarter, be better, all of these things, right? And so essentially not the optimistic mindset here that we're seeing with the beautiful Ace of Cups, but turning that on its head and fueling ourselves with that kind of lack mindset, right? We could always be better. We could always strive for more, which we can, but as long as we're doing it from a healthy space, right? And so I feel like that's what we're kind of turning, or we should be turning our back to, Aries, and kind of saying, we're done with this energy. Let's clear this away so that we can move forward and be the Aries that we want to be, right? Again, just this idea of being intentional. We know where we've been. We know that we've gotten to this place where we feel good, or at least established in the roles that we've created for ourselves, in the role that you have in society. You feel established here. You've done a lot. You've been through a lot. And we can't wait for just like there's never any time for you to do things in your life, there's never going to be a perfect time for you to change your mindset a little bit. And that's what I'm seeing here with this energy. Okay, what should Aries be doing in relation to this issue here? Princess of Swords. Yeah. King of Swords. Very interesting here. Yes. 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 All right. So we need to challenge our king a little bit. We need to challenge what we tell ourselves, right? And be in this present moment. You are in the present moment. Yes, you have done certain things. Yes, you have sound logic and reason and perspectives to rely upon that have gotten you to this point. Aries, you have changed in the last little bit, okay? Over the last 6 months, even the last year, 2025, I would say. And who you are now is not who you were, right? You've started to look into your emotions. You've started to dive into this cup and try to be kinder to yourself. Be a little bit softer. Be a little bit more gentle and allow for your feelings and your emotions to be heard, right? And so that's what I'm feeling. That kind of tone is what we want moving forward. Revealing these demons, revealing these kind of negatives, right? Motivating ourselves, constantly pushing ourselves beyond our limits here. Feels like we're done with that from an unhealthy standpoint, right? We are here now. We want to enjoy the here and now, which I also find to be a little bit challenging for you, Aries, but that's the focus. We should be focused on the present moment, and being grounded in that moment and not letting anything distract us from that. We have the Sun, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, very much this. We want that clarity, but in that clarity, there's also this guardedness that I'm feeling from you, right? Like, we want the sun, we want to be able to enjoy everything, but it feels like, ooh, is this meant for me? Is the other shoe gonna drop? What's happening here, right? And so kind of staying in, being a little bit hyper vigilant because that's, how we've gotten so successful, right? To constantly be on the lookout for threats or be on the lookout for opportunities, right? and you've done so much with your life, at least to this point, Aries, that we want to start enjoying it a little bit, being in the moment a little bit. And so that's a very hard place to be in the sun, where we see everything and we feel like it's too blinding, right? Very interesting here. So again, just deeply personal work, right? Page of Wands. There we go. And you know what? That's interesting, because aside from that Seven of Wands that we're saying, we're blocking ourselves off from this pessimistic mindset, or allowing anyone to really keep us there. That Page of Wands is really that first one energy that we're getting from you, that first fire sign. Wheel of Fortune, had a feeling that was going to turn up here. Five of Cups, strength in the reverse, which it does feel like we should be doing this here. It takes great strength to acknowledge where we are, acknowledge our weaknesses, even give words to that, give words to how we feel, right? If we are exhausted, if we are kind of, and just standing in that moment, because Aries, I feel that we're always going quickly, that there's no time to really sit and reflect upon what has happened, you know, how you've been hurt, how maybe you've hurt others, where you felt pain, where you've caused others pain. It's almost, because of the momentum at which you move, there's little time for that, because it feels like part of you that has pushed so far to get to where you are feels like there's no time for that. And it feels like that is what part of what we are starting to acknowledge, is that reflection, right? And it takes great strength to reflect on our past and how we want to move forward, right? Without reliving the past, because it's not about reliving. It's about feeling good, comfortable, confident, at peace with what we've done and who we are, in order to continue to move forward in the best possible way for you, Aries. That's kind of what I'm seeing here when I see that Five of Cups and that Strength card. Let's get a little bit more information. Page of Wands. Yeah. Temperance here. So again, this idea of a renewed sense of purpose. We're excited about this. We're excited about this next chapter. We're excited to find that balance. And it feels like slow down a little bit. Slow that pace down a little bit. Not saying that you're going to be less busy. It just feels like we're going to be more intentional about what we're choosing to engage in, right? And so slowing down in the sense that we're not going 100 with everything that we encounter, right? The Star, being intentional about where we're headed, where we're going, what serves us, what moves us, right? Where we feel our intention is needed. I'm just going to pull out these cards and see what final thoughts we have here for Aries. Play. Have fun. Be in the moment. Play. Right? Don't take anything too seriously. And Aries, I feel like you are really good at this when things get a little overwhelming or you're just kind of done. You have fun. You know how to laugh, right? And it feels like we need to laugh at ourselves a little bit too here. Remember your purpose, right? You know, a little bit of a part of that is you are your own purpose. You need to make sure that you're feeding yourself and loving yourself and being gentle and tender with yourself, right? As you move forward. Return to center. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Return to your center. Chaotic events do not benefit from panicked reactions. The situation may not need a response from you. Stay calm and centered in your heart. And I feel like that's what you're trying to find, right? Staying present, staying calm, staying focused, staying centered, staying grounded. these are all things and major themes that I see you working on as we head into February. Oh, Aries, it's going to be a great month for you. I can feel it. A lot of deep personal work. That seems to be your focus as we head into February and beyond, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. As always, you take care, and we'll see you on the next one.